So I'm having all sorts of weird feels brought about by cosplay of all things. And well, maybe it's not just cosplay. Maybe I am really a little feverish and I'm not just imagining it. Uh, it's really weird feels I don't normally have, feels I normally, you know, can't wrap my brain around people having. But I mean, like, yeah, it's basically cosplay triggered, but I don't know, I was just looking at this Dean Cass cosplay, which is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know, there was just something about it that was so aesthetically perfect. I don't know if I'm just sort of um, putting, I mean, what's the word? There's a word for it. It's like putting my Dean Cass feels onto this photo shoot or whatever, because it was really fan servicey, and it was beautiful. It was a really weird feeling, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just something about that pairing. It's weird. I know, right? It's a pair. It's a fictional pairing of two people who don't even exist, but it triggers some sort of relationship feels in me the same way. Well, not the same way, but in a similar way that Cliff Mark do from Ugly Betty. For them, I can sort of understand because I've always thought that you know Cliff is me. I mean, that's what I'm gonna be facing. I mean, his whole spiel about you know no one taking him as seriously because of the way he looks, or um, that people are always going to pick better looking people than him because they can't see past his appearance. I mean, I'm pretty sure those would be my exact relationship anxiety feels or whatever. But I don't know why I get it with Dean Cass. I mean, how do I relate to them? Not at all. But I do. I mean, I think it's Dean Cass. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know, just something, it triggers a really strong feeling in me that I just can't understand. Um, so, yeah, I was looking at these guys' cosplay pics, and I don't know, I mean, like, I really can't describe it. It's such an intense amount of emotions and whatever have you. And there are these times where I just get sort of really lonely. I mean, honestly, on a normal basis, I don't understand the appeal of a relationship. I mean, it's just basically yeah, friends that you sleep with or make out with or whatever. In my head, I mean, I don't think I would value a relationship more than I would a friendship. I mean, I think friendships are awesome. But then there are these times where, like now, I just feel like I want to be in one. I don't even understand it. I mean, it's like, I don't know the first thing about relationships. Well, I do. I understand the technicalities as to how they work, but I don't have the same feeling that most people do. I mean, I think of friends as just as or more than important. I don't think I would put if I were in a relationship. I don't think I would put whoever I was in a relationship with before my friends. I mean, like if I had to pick, I would pick my friends always. But I don't know. Just sometimes I get really. I can't even describe it. I don't know. Maybe it's a fever talking, because I do feel a little hot. Like my body aches. I don't know. My body just doesn't feel right. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's always so much going on in my life, but at the same time, nothing happens. But Sometimes I just have all these intense emotions that I don't even know where they're coming from. I get, I don't understand them. Just, I just have them. Being human is such a weird thing. I mean, most of the time I don't understand, and I don't feel the need to understand or feel the joy of having such intense, illogical emotions. I know that sounds like such a fake, sociopathic thing to say, but I don't sometimes. I just, normal people feels how you're supposed to feel. And then, whatever. I don't know. I'm rambling now. I can't put my finger on it. Love, most especially, is something that I don't understand. I don't understand when it comes with other people, and I often really don't feel the way I assume other people feel. But then, yeah, there comes times like these where I don't know. It's like suddenly I want nothing more than to be in a relationship. I don't even understand. I don't know. It's just weird. These things make absolutely no sense to me. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing like 5 to 10 times in the span of however long that was I was talking. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could just, get high, forget the world, be, just be happy and trippy. Seems much simpler. I think maybe it comes from a place of insecurity, because I have a lot of, surprisingly, I have a lot of self-esteem issues that I pretend, or, logically should not affect me. I understand that, whatever. I understand it, that I shouldn't, but then sometimes it just occurs, like feelings you can't control. It's like, stupid Alec, you shouldn't feel this way. You know the logic behind it. You know where these feelings stem from, and you know for a fact that they're baseless and illogical. And you can easily go around it. You can easily reason your way around it. I hate feelings. I really do. Um, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, no, it makes sense. Just why? I understand it. Just why? Why can't I override it, knowing that I comprehend just what the hell is wrong with me? Like now, I'm just, you know, I understand that these are just weird feelings coming from a place I'm not even sure. Well, coming from a place I have no idea about, but, you know, and it will pass. I know it will pass because I don't feel this way on a regular basis. Is it because I feel like I'm missing out on something? I don't think so. I really don't know. So weird. I think I would like to be in a relationship just to see what it's like. I'm worried though because I think I'd be, all the things people hate about relationships. You know, inwardly I'd be clingy or easily jealous or worried or whatever. But, I know I wouldn't let that show. So I just keep it bottled up inside or whatever. And to make up for it, I'd be extra aloof on the outside. It's like, I'd be like, oh, okay. I don't, it's like, oh, it's great. Yeah. You know, you're free to leave this relationship whenever. It's like, I don't mind. You know, I understand that I can't give you everything you want, so I don't mind if you get it somewhere else. But, inwardly I'd be like, oh, fuck, no. I wouldn't let anyone know. I don't think so. Not even just. I mean, I really don't think I would if I were in a relationship. If I had feelings that I thought were illogical and senseless, I really don't think I'd let anyone know, which is terrible because you need to let it out. But something I think my pride wouldn't let me. Sorry, there's an ant. I'm gonna kill my brother because there are ants on my laptop. I'm in his room. He's at prom, whatever. It's funny. I always thought my brother would grow up gay. So far, not. So could be, whatever, or bi, whatever. I don't know. I always just got feels for my brother. Maybe hoping he'd sort of take after me or whatever. I don't know. But whatever. Maybe it's the appeal that a relationship. I mean, if you're in a relationship, if the person in the if if it was a relationship built on love or whatever, that the person would like you, love you for exactly who you are, and they'd you'd be their number one basically. I mean, that's the appeal of it, right? That you are this person's only number one, and there's no one else. Well, monogamous relationships, at least. I don't understand how. No, I do understand how polyamory works, and I also can see the logical appeal to it and how it makes sense. Just, I mean, I can see why people would want it. I mean, monogamy. I mean, that feeling of specialness. I mean, isn't that basically what we all want? Well, now again, I can't make. You see, this is the rational part of my brain going, no, not everyone wants that. You don't even usually want that. It's just such strange feelings. I don't know. I'm going to upload this to YouTube because I don't know. I need to see myself rambling more, or let people out there know that this is the sort of crazy that goes on in my head. Not actually crazy. Not clinically crazy. Sometimes wish I was, just so I'd have an excuse. But nope, just the normal sort of shit that goes on in everyone's head. That I don't know. I really don't know. Love, love, love. It bothers me. Like, would I be good at relationships? Would I be exactly like Cliff? Would I make all the mistakes that I tell people, I advise people not to do, or I advise against? Or it's like, if you're in a relationship that's shitty, get out of it. If I were, would I take that advice? Would I, knowing that this is not healthy or this is not good, would I stay in one because I like the positives? Like I always say, in Ugly Betty, Mark cheated on Cliff, and Cliff couldn't forgive him, and I can see why. I mean, logically, you should. I mean, he hurt you, and he's supposed to ask for your forgiveness or whatever, and he didn't deserve it. But I got so worried that if I were Cliff, I would have just let it go. I would just let everything, I'd put the other person before me and my feelings, or, how it made me, if it made me happy momentarily. God, I'm so fucked up, I don't even understand. I feel like if you told me I said this on a normal basis, I would either smack myself. I don't know how that works, like, whatever, I'd smack myself or did not vehemently deny it. I don't know, I really think it's the fever that's making me so open, as it were, because I really don't think I would be saying this on a normal basis. I don't know. Something is weird with me right now. Good thing my brother's not home. Maybe I should just sleep it off.